Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, Mystery Mash Monday. Forgot what today was. I had to think about it right there. So for those of you who are new, Mystery Mash Monday, I unleash my wife on the many, many bottles we have on the other side of the room. We try to guess type. We try to guess price, proof, whether we think it's finished or not. And then ultimately we'll grade it before we even know what it is. And then we'll reveal to you, you're going to know what it is because you're going to see the thumbnail. And I'll end up rolling a B-roll. So we'll see what we can do on this one. We have a little bit of everything over there.
Yes, we do.
Ooh. Now, she did pour this a while ago. This did come screaming out of the thing. She poured this a couple hours ago. It's been sitting here capped in the room because she had to take off. So definitely has a nose on it. I got fruit as soon as I took the cover off.
I was debating: is it a fruit or is it a mint?
I'm not sure either, but like right when I took it off,
I keep sniffing. I'm leaning towards a mint, light mint.
You might be right, but like just when you uncapped it, it was like that hit of like
it did.
Like I got almost like an orange zest to me was what it like was a light bright fruit. Nah, let's try. I don't hate it.
No, but now it almost gave me like a light bread flavor too.
You're stuck on the bread flavors all of a sudden. Now that you're getting them, you're like crazy. I didn't get any bread on that one. You have to see. I took a little sip.
I did too, but I didn't get the pop rock as I thought I was going to get because I thought I was getting mint. But
I did feel like it could be a cooling sensation in the middle, but I didn't know if that was subliminal because you said mint. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to say it out loud, but it's so easy to put something in your head. And as of like last Saturday, I told myself, all right, I got to stop just trying to lock in on certain things. I just got to let it happen and stop. I was so convinced that was Buffalo Trace, and I was so wrong.
Even on Sunday, we kind of,
well, I was going on the fact that Steve was over within the week, and Old Forester did just dominate on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I just assumed that it still did, but it didn't in my eyes.
I'm still a little confused on where I want to go with this.
It's tasty, whatever it is. I'll say that. I am getting a hint of your mint or cooling sensation, so I'm starting to think that I keep doing this, and I feel like Dad drives me nuts. Like I found myself like doing this the other day when I was thinking. I'm like, what am I doing? I start going count my fingers now. Oh, there is this. I'm leaning towards a rye. If it's not a rye, I'm leaning towards
a malted rye.
No, I don't get any malty flavor though. I'm not getting the malt. Not to say that it's not, but I'm not getting the malt yet. So we'll
I'm not
see.
getting. Well, that's because is that what's leaning me a little bit towards the bread end of it. I don't think we're screaming in ultra proof.
I do get, and when I roll it on my tongue, I am getting a nice pop rocky feel on there. And I do get not so much a mint, but it's definitely got that cooling sensation. But you get like the cinnamon, the spiky feeling on my tongue when I roll it.
It does carry flavor.
Come on, if you want to come up and say hello to everybody. I'm sitting there poking me under the table. But I'm trying to think now. All right, so I'm going to have to guess. Let me see. What do you think? I'm leaning towards rye. I may switch it, but I'm leaning towards rye.
I'm actually leaning towards a malted rye because I keep getting like an end bread kind of malt flavor.
Normally, if it is a malted rye, it's not strong like some. Well, I haven't had one in a while, and I know there's a bunch of them over there too.
I don't usually pick them, so I don't, and I don't have one. I went on a tear there for a while because we tasted one and it was really good, and I bought like a bunch of them, and then I haven't brought them out because someone has been like anti-rye. Or is this just a newer? I'm going to stick to the malted rye.
Okay.
I don't believe
cranking in a proof.
No, I don't think so either. Well,
I'm thinking like 94, 96. I don't
see,
even know.
I had 104 in my head, and I don't have a clue why. It just
I don't
popped
think
into
it's
my
that.
head.
I don't think it's that.
It
hot.
just,
If
I
it is,
don't
then-
know why. It just, 104 popped into my head when I was drinking it. It has, and that could be like 100 with a rye spice that just brings it up there. But for whatever reason, I was like,
I'm not getting
yeah.
a cranking. And you could be right. I mean, maybe it's a malt it's holding it down a little bit, but I'll stick to the 94 for me. If you're gonna go
I'm
104,
not tasting that malt that you keep talking about. I don't
keep
taste
getting-
it. I get a
keep
nice
getting-
rye spice, but I'm not getting a malt.
I keep getting almost like an end bread flavor, which is now is it a younger one, but
I'm not getting any part of the bread. And trust me,
I don't know.
there's plenty of them over there that I killed that was 100% bread, but I'm not getting
I
that.
haven't had one of those in a while. We haven't done one in a while, which is not hurting my feelings, but
That Chatterbox just was one. That one was one, and that 5 and 20 was one. That was recent. Both of them over there. Not good.
Before vacation, or that was before vacation.
Yeah, that's true. You
I
were
was
gone
gonna
for 3.5 weeks, but we
say-
didn't do any when you were gone.
Yeah,
So
I know, but
I
didn't-
get you.
I wouldn't be sampling those away either.
No.
I'd be sad if I grabbed one of them and that was my drink of the week. I'd be like,
yeah, that wasn't. So I'm not thinking finished. I don't think this guy's doing anything.
yeah, no. And I'm 59, 69 probably
Mm-hmm.
would be a fair price for me, I guess. If it's over that, if it jumps up to your 104, I don't even know. I still say 59, 69.
I'm trying to get you malt. Maybe it's in there. I don't know. That one I just talked myself into thinking I might have tasted a little bit of it. But I like your 59, 69. I think I like in my head I'm thinking I like the Emerald Giant better when we did that one a while back because it was a little proofier and it lasted longer. I mean, this has a good flavor. It has a good taste.
Hold on,
it does
stick around. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not.
I mean, yesterday we did the battle of all the ryes though. I don't think this would fall off, but I don't think this would beat the Old Forester or the Jack.
But
or
I don't
maybe
remember
not
those-
even
even thinking back just a day, I don't recall that being. This gives me a little bit of an end flavor on more. That's why I think this is a malted rye. It's giving me that little extra.
I don't
And
think
again,
it could
I-
overpower those two,
No,
though.
no,
You know
no.
what I mean? Like, I don't think it would beat it in a blind.
I agree.
you
I
know?
agree with you. I mean, those are what 102, but that's why I don't think
They're 100 proof, but they were also like 39.99
No, yeah,
and
yeah.
under. They were 35 and under, you know?
No, those by far were
Mm-hmm.
nice little bargains.
I think we covered it. Other than, now that you keep saying
Other than-
malt,
other
this
than-
could be a malted rye.
Other than
Right when I swallow, I'm starting to get that now. Right at the very end.
If it is, you're a slow starter for you.
Yeah,
Usually
because
you
normally I
that
pick it
right
up,
off the
but
bat.
I wasn't getting it. And now I keep saying, is it really
I'm
malted?
even kind of getting it a little bit in the nose.
Hey, I see you can talk me right into that.
No.
No. I'm saying.
I'm trying to talk you.
No, I know. But in the beginning, I wasn't getting it. And now the more I can see where you would think it's a bread because you actually were getting the malt flavor. To me, I was enjoying the rye spice. I wasn't getting that, but now the
Now I'm
more
not really getting that mint as much in the nose as was in the beginning too. But are we grading?
Mm-hmm. I could be talked into a malted rye. I'll stay regular so you can you have a shot at that. But there is a secondary flavor right at the very end.
Yeah, it hit me right
That
off
could
the bat for some
100%.
reason.
Like right when I swallow, that could be a malt in it. But I know you're not a rye fan. I'm actually I don't mind this though. I actually like this. It's way better than a lot of the other crap that we've been drinking. With the
I said
other
I
stuff.
wasn't opposed to this.
I'm A- B plus. I like it.
I was actually in the same boat, and I if it pulls off to be a 104, I'd probably go to the A minus.
Yep.
If it's got to be closer to me to 94, then I'd probably stay with the B plus. And I know proof isn't supposed to matter. It does hang on. It does have.
That's
it
what I
does
mean.
have
It
a roundabout
drinks
flavor.
nice.
It doesn't knock you over. It's not gonna you're not gonna be.
No.
So all in all, whichever one you want to run with, B plus, A minus, I could go either way.
I mean, yeah. To me, I think it would hang with a lot of the A minuses we did. I mean, this is just a solid drinker.
It is
I mean,
flavorful.
we can see what we got, but this is actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't think we're even close, but I'm gonna have to definitely look at my notes on this one. But this is not a rye, so we'll take it from there. But
So it's gonna be young.
let me look at my notes, and we'll be back in 1 second.
I was there in the beginning.
All right, so we are back, and we weren't totally horrible on this one, but we've only.
proof-wise,
I think
I
we've
was.
only done. Well, you were. I nailed the proof, man.
You
I
were
know.
pretty close,
I was close,
actually.
anyways. I don't know. I think we might have did one other thing by Starlight. Or
I
this
think
might be the first one. I can't remember. I thought we did one other one, but let's
did
get
too.
into particulars of it anyway. So, this one is the Starlight Bourbon Whiskey finished in the VDN Barrels. It's out of Bourbon, Indiana. So we got it for $49.99. So it is at minimum of aged of 4 years. It comes in at 106 proof. This happens to be batch B2202. So it's distilled, aged, and bottled in the Starlight Distillery, which is a family-owned and farmed since 1843. And Carl T. That's the Carl T. Huber's signature bourbon, named after Carl T. Hubers, which is a fourth-generation family member. This is 4 years of aging, and then it's, what did it say? It's for
3 to 8, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it's 3 to 8 months afterwards. That's finished in a Spanish Vino de Naranja barrel. So, I mean, it does come off with like a rye. I don't know. I didn't get a mash bill on it, so I'm not 100% sure what it is. But it's tasty. I will say that.
The notes on the bottle does say it complements vanilla with rye spice and something else or whatever that I read. But neither here nor there. We weren't reading the bottle before we got here, and that we didn't need to because we both said it had a rye spice to it.
Yeah,
but
we were all around it anyways. But I you know what? Honestly,
it still comes into me as a slight bread nose or a malt.
I don't get the bread. I don't. I could see a malt a little bit on it, but I'm gonna have to look to see if they actually have. That's what makes me think that we did. Yeah, we did. And remember this one, if I remember correctly. I knew I seen this Starlight before. We did this one a while back, and it has a weird flavor to it too when we did it, but we loved it. It was
that finished
different. No, that's just regular. This was the finished one here. That was the regular one. I know when I did it, I wanted to get it out.
I see these, and I don't think if I got one, it was one. I don't. I know they got a bunch of different colors going down the line. These are ones that you can actually figure out that there's a different one versus some of our other. They're a little tougher. So
the more this keeps sitting in the glass, the more I'm actually digging it. I think it's pretty good.
It I told you if it was anywhere near your 104, I'd jump to an A minus.
Yeah.
So I'd probably label or stay with that because it is pretty tasty. It does not drink anywhere near 106. To me.
See, and for whatever reason, it popped in when I said 104. I was like, it had enough of a proof, but it's one of them that I will agree with you. There is a secondary flavor right before you go to swallow that I keep getting.
Get a little bit different in the nose, but maybe that's Vino Naranja or whatever the hell that is. But
yeah,
I'm obviously Vino must be a wine of some sort, and whatever that wine is, I've never had it.
No, right, but I
don't think it comes in a box.
I think it's right. It might. You never know.
The wine connoisseur I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's full of flavor. It kind of brings me it reminds me because it comes off with a different taste. It kind of brings me like when we do like the Chattanoogas. They're always good, but they have like a weird, shouldn't say weird in a bad way, but they have a distinct, different
unique
flavor.
It does.
Right.
It definitely has that.
And I remember when we put this in a
curious.
blind. But if I'm 90% sure we put this in a blind. It was like the battle of the 90s, and it stood out like big time because it comes off with that unique flavor again. Mm-hmm. But I mean, to me, we got it again. Originally, it was in the store for $79.99. They had it marked down to $49.99.
That's a huge
when
deal.
We grabbed it, so that's one of the reasons why I grabbed it. And that at the time we had that in the sack, but we had never done a Starlight. So actually, I believe super fan of the channel Steve found this in one of the stores, and I'm like. And it was in Massachusetts. I'm like, grab that for me. I want to try it because we have to. I like anytime you can find something almost half off. It's like time to buy.
$30. Yeah. That's a great time to buy.
We haven't tried it and we haven't done it, so it's time to buy.
If it's terrible, you save $30.
No, exactly.
You know, but then we've had some good ones that we even that Tommy Bahama. Remember that was way over. It wasn't
Right.
great, but it was half money, so you didn't feel so
that
bad
was
at
way
the price.
less than
Yeah, it
half
was way.
money.
Oh yeah, right. So you know, anytime you can find any of these red stickers at your local store, if
Yeah, I
it's
think we
lower
ended up
than
getting that for $30. That was like an $80. So
No,
for
right,
30
right.
bucks, it was worth the 30.
no, and that's just it. And that's why when I saw that one, I was like, you know what? I don't even know what a VDN barrel is at the time, so I'm like, just grab that, and we're gonna see. So.
I agree.
Well, there you go. That's Mystery Mash Monday. And again, that's two by these guys that I like this. I've always heard of Starlight anyways, because it's the other, shouldn't say the other, but it's one of the other big distilleries in Indiana. So, because I know they got a huge lineup of all the different bottles. I've seen them.
They do. They
in
do have
certain
different
places.
colors.
So
They're easy to distinguish, and
and gotta love the price tag when you can get them knocked down like that. So, well, there you go. That's Mystery Mash Monday. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
I'll even ask.